Welcome back everyone to the Grand Campaign. First World War is over, and now we head into peace. As you probably got a taste of it last time, I will not bore you too much with these interwar years. I will, however, every once in a while come back. Hey, room 40, interesting. Come back and update you on how things are going. It looks like Russia already is having some trouble. And yes, so this will be my setup for now. In the meantime, I'll just be reorganizing my forces, keeping them ready for whatever may happen. And it's the Irish War of Independence. Following the 1918 Irish elections, during which the Irish Nationalist Party Sinn Féin achieved a landslide victory, the Sinn Féin party gathered in a mansion house in Dublin and issued the Declaration of Independence, announcing an independent Irish Republic and proclaiming themselves as the Dáil I do not know how to say that, the Irish Parliament. On the same day, two RIC constables were wonder what that is. Where constables were killed in Tipperary, it's a long way to Tipperary, by the Irish Volunteers, thus beginning the Irish War of Independence. That increases national dissent by 5% and revolt risk in Ireland by a few points, but it doesn't actually declare the independence of Ireland. Huh. Interesting. It is very weird. Trouble is brewing in the Empire's reaches. Some of our colonial provinces are becoming hotspots for us. Tensions and discontent is spreading. We need to do something. New garrison divisions arrive in Jamaica, Nicosia. So, Cyprus, Famagusta. Famagusta, I do not know where Famagusta is. And our stockpiles diminish, and we have more national dissent. I need to find wherever that province is. There used to be a province finder tool, right? Nope, not that. Right. Come on. Oh, right. Okay. So it spawned some garrisons. British Cyprus Garrison 388 and 387. Very nice names. And some more garrisons in some other places. I don't exactly remember where, but well, that is interesting. Disarming the army. Yeah, because that that placed me over that. So automatically disarm for me would be to deactivate some garrisons that I do not want. Hold on. I'm going to take the Bermuda force, which is somehow not even being supplied, and take them out. And then Malaya force. How are you not getting supplied though? It's very strange. And then I guess the Mauritius force is a little less important than that, so let's spend you two. So I should have less than, well, around 50 land divisions, and there seems to be a bit of an uprising in Germany. Oh, Borning of the German Labour Party. That's definitely not English, but yes, the German NSDAP is born, who are probably going to take control of Germany. Despite, in this timeline, there being still the Empire of Germany due to France. Public security. Okay, very good. Now, I have reorganized my fleet into... Oh, Paris Peace Conference. What? Random events firing for people. Yeah, I had reorganized my navy, and well, need strategic bombers. Avro seems pretty good for the strategic bomber, so the contract is theirs. Shall research the Kennedy Giant. And I have a fair few fleets scattered about. Have one in Malta. Yes, China. Yeah, I know, I'm not over that. What? Not over the land force limit. And now I need to find the... this is gonna be... Where was that? Division statistics? Nope. Land divisions? Nope. Total maintenance cost? 51 army divisions. Interesting. So who can I disband? Gibraltar, Singapore. Oh, I'm gonna disband the Famagusta garrison because it's not really useful. Okay, now I should be back at that 50 magical number. And yes, more Chinese alliance membership. In China, things are boiling down and everybody's fighting each other. It's strange. And most likely there are going to be some uprisings. Oh, like IRA and ambush. Today in Ireland, the patrol was ambushed and killed by the IRA. Plus 1% national dissent. And oh, Weimar Republic. Weimar Republic was apparently proclaimed, even though they're still the Kaiser. And oh, so we have the Hungarian Soviet Republic now. Russia has stayed Social Democrat. There's Kerensky in charge, and they're still there in 1919. There doesn't seem to be a Soviet Russia rising up. And well, so the Hungarian Soviet Republic being proclaimed is quite strange. Quite strange indeed. That's in infantry. So we can do 1918 infantry divisions. I wonder if there was going to be a chain of events for the Little Entente to attack the Hungarian Soviet Republic. I do not know. That was naval doctrines, right? No, air doctrines. Right. Maritime attack concept, do it. And yes, so I'll just skip back to whenever something interesting is happening. Well, that didn't take very long. So Romania declared war on the Hungarian Soviet Republic, and that brought in everybody. Quite literally, everybody. Against them. We shall send the Air Force, I think. Yeah, I think we should send the Air Force. You have some strategic bombers, so I'll send them to Niš, and then we have the tactical bombers, which are going to be sent to Bucharest. There we go. Oh, maybe you're too far away from actually attacking. Maybe you are too far away. You could hit, though, Resita or Sibiu. I would like you to hit Budapest, though. And that's a little bit too far away. Where can we rebase? Wait, what? Austria. Apparently we can rebase in Vienna. Somehow. So where can we use you? Oh, I don't have strategic bombing. So I guess we'll do some logistical strikes in Transylvania. Yeah, you don't even have strategic bombing because in air doctrines we haven't done the strategic bombing concept, which allows for strategic bombings. And of course, there's gearing restrictions lifted. Sure. Display that in the game log. I don't really care about the 0.5% infrastructure damage the enemy has taken. No. And well, they're not really going down because nobody's attacking them. Russia's sending in their forces though. You know, this might just... Oh, there's also, of course, the Bavarian Soviet Republic, which in the game seems to not be really represented. There's only some partisans that are supposed to represent the Bavarians. So that's not the best. Also, we have some tanks. And we'll send them. We'll send them in. Tanks are pretty good, I heard. Okay, please reorganize. Very good. So now I can grab the tanks and send them over to Yugoslavia, or no, Romania. Romania's better. Wait. You cannot go there because of the straits, the Dardanelles. We cannot cross them. And we're gonna have to go ahead and try to fight the Hungarians, because we don't want their filthy communism. Multi-role fighters and Post-War Tank 1. Now, Post-War Tank 1 is succeeded by 1924 tank brigades. Of course, Post-War Tank 1 is not the heavy armor, it's a light armor. So we'll build 10 of those, because light armor is good. And, well, we're gonna replace that with some anti-aircraft research from Enfield, whereas the multi-role fighter should become a strategic bomber research, because we have hit the bottom, well, the top actually, of the development of multi-role fighters for a long time, I'm guessing. Perhaps seaplanes would be a better decision from Supermarine, because our premier bomber developer is Avro, and they're busy with tactical bombers. Australia seems to be having some trouble as well, and there's some... Oh, that's an interesting peace offer after just a little tiny bit. Now I'll let the war play out, because I want to, you know, get some fighting. Also, there's apparently an insurgency in Dubrovnik from some unknown rebels trying to fight Yugoslavia, which is still not called Yugoslavia. And the Hungarian Soviet Republic fell. Okay, so today in Ireland, Black and Tan attacked civilians in reprisal for British losses. Black and Tan, I believe, are like extremist Protestants, maybe? I don't really remember that, but... And yeah, okay, so... Wait, why did you go here? Apparently my forces, instead of... Oh, well, my forces did get offloaded in Cetinje. It's just that I've also got troops in Taranto, for some strange reason. And also the Hungarian Soviet Republic has fallen, so we can send back the Air Force. To Britain. Of course, that unlocks decisions because, of course, and yeah, because of course we were at wartime, so a lot of things were blocked out for us. Battlecruiser 1918. Let's do some submarines. And we need to wait for this guy so that I can pull back the troops that are for some reason in Italy. 1918 infantry, that means 1918 cavalry. Goes hand in hand. The League of Nations (LON) was an intergovernmental organization founded as the result of the Paris Peace Conference that ended World War I and was the predecessor to the United Nations. The League was the first permanent international security organization whose principal mission was to maintain world peace. At its extent, from 28th of September 1934 to the 23rd of February 1945, it had 58 members. The League's primary goals, as stated in its covenant, included preventing war for collective security, disarmament, and settling international disputes through negotiation and arbitration. Other issues in this and related treaties included labor conditions, just treatment of native inhabitants and colonies, trafficking in persons and drugs, arms trade, global health, prisoners of war, and protection of minorities in Europe. The League will keep the world at peace, or this is a total waste of time and resources. The League will keep the world at peace, and somehow that reduces all of the dissent we have accrued from the IRA's activities. And I'm guessing we're gonna get spammed with people joining up with the League of Nations. So far, only Brazil got the event, interestingly enough. I'm also trying to upgrade some of my things that I've neglected, like engineers, and I might also go for some light infantry technology. Maybe later. Secret weapons, we don't really have anything to do there. Aircraft, of course we're doing a lot there. We can do some more aircraft doctrines though. How about with Enfield? More black and tans. It apparently didn't change my descent by -10. So I still have my 11% descent. I probably need to increase my consumer goods production. That would be pretty good. Production 1920. Go. Anglo-Persian Oil Company, very good tech team. Skill 9. Yes, of course. There was another event which gave Romania Transylvania, and Hungary was reduced to its historical size. Of course, we still don't have... Still don't have Horthy. We have instead Archduke Joseph. I'm guessing that's... I'm not sure. There's also, of course, chaos in China. Wait, what? How did the Juli clique get territory on the other side? Yeah, they had some interesting events, it seems. And Japan supporting the Juli clique, it seems. Which is to be expected. Japan meddling in the affairs of China. Strategic bomber. Go. It's gonna be useful. And the Russian Revolution still hasn't happened, which is kind of worrisome, because I would have expected it to happen by now. But what I'm guessing that the game does to force the Russian, quote-unquote, force the Russian Revolution, is that it waits until a few years, or a year and a half or something like that, after it's supposed to happen, and then forces the event chain down. But it's still very strange that it went up to the formation of the provisional government by Kerensky, and then didn't really do anything else. Those IRA raids are really, really annoying. Of course, in mainland Britain, we don't really have any dissent because that's our national provinces. But in Ireland, of course, things are felt much more. For substitution doctrine is probably a naval doctrine? Or maybe an air doctrine. No, it's an air doctrine. We're really lacking in air tech teams. It's kind of disappointing. Oh wow, nobody can do carrier integration actually. We do, however, have the English Electric Company, which has the management skill, so they'll work on that aircraft carrier integration. Investment in education, yeah, great. Keep investing, of course. Those are good investments. And now Hungary is officially with weird faces as leaders. Give me that aircraft carrier, please. Oh, the prohibition. So America seems to. Oh, a bank run occurs when a large number of bank customers withdraw their deposits because they believe the bank is or might become insolvent. As a bank run progresses, it generates its own momentum in a kind of self-fulfilling prophecy or positive feedback. As more people withdraw their deposits, the likelihood of default increases, and this encourages further withdrawals. This can destabilize the economy to the point where it faces a financial meltdown. In order to prevent it, the monetary authorities need to implement unconventional policies. So this is one of the random events that can happen. Of course, because we have a very market liberal approach, free market approach. That means that we have more of these events that can happen. Now, we can do unconventional monetary policy because that bank run happened. Unconventional forms of monetary policies are particularly used when the interest rates are at or near 0% and there are concerns about deflation or deflation is actually occurring. These include credit easing, quantitative easing, and signaling. I don't think quantitative easing really existed in 1920, but whatever. We're going to do some unconventional monetary policy, which also decreases our descent a little bit. And we can also, let's do some money devaluation, because that's a really good modifier. Money devaluation increases your industrial efficiency. And we can get, of course, it also, wait, for a peaceful and united nation. Okay, you do appear to be peaceful and united. The drawback of it is that it costs money and it increases your national descent. Because, of course, it's supposed to be geared towards exporting and not quite so much towards saving. Wait, what? I think I fucked up? I don't know. I still have a lot of brigades that I can deploy, and I'm gonna do so once it's a good idea. Just gonna show you what we've been missing. Nothing really too major. Seems like nothing really has been happening except China blowing up. DAP reformed as NSDAP, of course. Let's start the cheats. No, not. Please stay where you. No! What I wanted to do was this. Wait, no? That's not the command? No fog of war? Oh well, guess I forgot what the command to lift the fog of war was. Huh, not good. Because I wanted to see what was happening. More black and tans. Yeah, at some point Ireland might just, you know, blow up, but it hasn't happened yet. I could just, of course, send the entire British army there and completely quell the unrest, but I'm not gonna do that. That would be too easy, quote unquote. Ooh, okay, so go historic interwar period. You can limit the AI declaration of war chances to up to indicate years, so you should get a peace period between the main powers to force a normal World War II start up. Get no Great War until 1933, 1936, or 1939. Well, soon until 1936. I wonder what that will actually entail. And that's probably them not really being able to declare war. I wonder if we're gonna get events forcing the little Entente out of the Entente. You know, Yugoslavia, Romania, Greece, eventually Italy out of the Entente. In 1922, we could have the rise of fascism in Italy. And yet still, Russia remains a social democracy. Being more hot clubby. Very nice. It seems that Australia has descended in a civil war. Somehow they have a 35% descent. They are social democratic. Even though they're still my puppet, it seems that there's some partisans actually rampaging through the country. The capital is Melbourne. Probably because Canberra didn't exist yet at this point. Well, it says that this is Canberra, but not entirely sure. And yeah, you just have random partisans rampaging through the country because of that 35% descent. And I just wanted to show you that. I just thought that would be interesting. Also, in China, the Zhili clique has completely taken over. They've actually won against the Beian China, probably with the support of Japan. And there's still no Russian Revolution. Wait, Your Majesty, you shouldn't be here. And there's Horthy, okay. So now Horthy is around in Hungary. There was also a bit of a crisis in Carinthia. As you can see, there's a lot of dissent all throughout Yugoslavia, especially... Wait. They don't have national provinces in... Oh, they don't have national provinces in Bosnia. And... How is Novi Sad not a national province of the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes? It's weird. Novi Sad is pretty entirely Serb. Oh well. They also have, yeah, they have of course problems throughout, but they have a decent army. They should be able to handle it. In the meantime, I've just been upgrading my forces and waiting for something. I've still got those IRA raids. Still no actual uprisings happening in Ireland, so still pretty firmly under our control, and still more bank runs. So we're at 20% descent. We absolutely need to do something about that. A conventional monetary policy, and let's also do a national development plan, because that will decrease eventually the national descent. Prince of Wales, that's likely a battleship, is it? Yes, so we have our first N3 class battleship. We've been building up the fleet also a little bit, as we should be doing as the glorious nation of Great Britain. And yeah, after 2 years of bitter guerrilla warfare, the IRA was beginning to run out of supplies while the morale of the war was decreasing within Britain, and a ceasefire was declared while a treaty was arranged. That's a weird sentence. The treaty stated that most of Ireland should become independent, but as Commonwealth Dominion, while the 6 provinces and majority counties colonized in 1609 during the plantation of Ulster would remain British. We could try to maintain control over Ireland, but that does not look like a good decision. That will increase revolt risk by quite a lot, and increase national dissent by a huge margin. So probably not the best decision, because it's also probably, signing the treaty is also probably going to stop the spam of events that increase my dissent. Just overall, being of great benefit to my nation. So we shall grant independence to Ireland. And that's probably going to take a while, yes. So we have the Irish Provisional Government, the Irish Free State, which is our puppet state, and they gained our 2 divisions that were there. Interesting. So of course they have Michael Collins here, and they're a social conservative government puppet of the United Kingdom, with of course Ireland as their national provinces, but they also have these 2 as their national provinces, which we also have. So that's a point of contention. Should probably send some troops there, just to be safe. Supplies to Najd, yeah, I was about to go there. So, Najd, which is this green thing, has declared war on Jabal Shamar, which is this brown thing. The conquest of Ha'il, also referred to as the Second Saudi-Rashidi War, was engaged by Saudi forces which received British assistance. Let's send them. Let's also do... Wait, what? Hold on. Why are you not working? There seems to be a bit of a bug. Oh well, nothing a restart can't fix. I was running out of time anyway. I want to thank you all for watching, hope you've enjoyed the Grand Campaign, and I'll see you soon.